Okay, Colin, if you really kind of look at the back arm and again think of it as that sidearm throw in action, if you take a look at Manny, it's that out of the glove, and then the elbow works sidearm down, and then we have a nice sidearm throw. That's really what we're trying to perfect. Again, is that perfect back arm sidearm throw, and the perfect way to do it is to feel that back arm, that elbow kind of lifts as you come out of the glove, works up, and then it works down to the ball. And again, we have this good sidearm action. Okay, that's the way you need to think of it. But you need to be able to lift and slot that elbow. Again, you see here Manny's palm still facing the pitcher. Okay, your palm at this point already facing up. You can see how flat your bat is. It's laid off here, whereas Manny's bat is still working, right here above his hands. And you were doing it, correct on your warm-ups. You were able to, in your warm-ups, you were doing just like Manny is. You were able to kind of take that elbow to the ball and keep that barrel stacked right over your hands. Again, another way to think about it is the elbow works up and to the ball, but the hands stay in the same spot. They don't change positions. Okay? But again, view it as that perfect sidearm throw in action. The elbow works up and to the ball. Out of the glove, sidearm throw. Get that right arm throw in action perfect. Out of the glove, sidearm throw. Here you are on the right in your, that outstanding pre-swing you're doing. You really let that elbow slide in. Look at that. See, that's a perfect position, Colin. You're letting that elbow slide in, and that palm still facing out here at the pitcher. That's what we want. Look at that. Look at this. Boom. That keeps the elbow light, and now you can just drop that head on it, When you get here, okay, if you look at your other one, now your palm is facing up here, okay? And the bat in this position, is much heavier. Keep the barrel over your hands. Hold a bat in one hand. The barrel over your hands keeps it real light. So that's the position that we want to have. Okay? So again, if you kind of look at the difference, you see here you're really able to slot that elbow, and that palm stays on the pitcher. Here that elbow kind of widens a little bit. See how much wider it is? We don't want that. We don't want this wide arm here. We want that arm staying nice and bent like this one is. Okay, and we want that palm on the pitcher. Just like that. Okay, so that's an outstanding position right there. So what we want is, the ability to kind of lift. We want to lift and slot that elbow to the ball without that hand changing position much. Colin, here you are from behind again with a pre-swing. Again, slotting that elbow in. Look at that hand staying right there on, right there on the pitch. That's what we want. That elbow slots in there, bat stays up, and then what you really want to feel like you're throwing, this bat on a diagonal plane down at the ball. You don't want to get flat and throw it up. You want to throw it down diagonal, just like you're doing there. Look at how that hand is keeping the barrel diagonal. And you're right there, and you're throwing it down. Nice diagonal plane there in that pre-swing. Look at that. And those hands snapping through. Okay. So that elbow really slots in there. The barrel's up, and then there's this feeling that you're throwing the barrel down diagonally at the ball. Top hand snaps through at contact. All right, last little thing here, Colin. And I really think if you put the back leg in control of your footwork, or put the back leg in control of your stride, it'll really fix this. But you can see how you start kind of early on this one on the left, and you've got a different kind of pace with your feet there. Both strides wind up being pretty good, but you can see on the left you start sooner, and on the one on the right you kind of kind of rush things. We need to figure out, the best way to get it done. I think if you'll just concentrate, I don't mind the tap back. I mean, that's no problem if you're comfortable with that little tap back move you got going to kind of load up and then go. And like I say, at this position here right now, you're in an outstanding position, but we need to kind of start the same time every time. What I'd like for you to do is really think about the back leg in control of everything. The kind of the back leg pulls up the front, and the back leg puts it down, and try to calm down that front side. The only thing that front side is supposed to do is just stay square. So let the back leg pull it up, let the back leg put it down, and let's just put the back leg in control of the stride, or put the back leg in control of the footwork, and kind of take it from there. But I was just showing you how, you're kind of starting at different times, and that really needs to be the same every time. But again, you're in a great position here. You look good, and I think we're on our way. We just got to stay behind that front side, and I think you can, I think you've got the ability to play college ball. So let's keep working on getting better, bud. Bye bye. And Colin, here's one last thing. Here you are taking a pitch. I just wanted to show you this, and you get a good sideways pressing action. But I'm just showing you how, by the time the stride ends, it's really, everything should just be sideways, lateral. You're doing that. Quit forcing rotation. Just, work sideways against that front side, and then the rotation will happen, but you don't need to force it. Okay, so even now you're doing a good job of working sideways to the ball. Even when you take, stay square. Keep the left side square, front foot square. Work lateral to the ball, sideways to the ball.